Hello and welcome to Round 9 of Grand Prix Pittsburgh. We've got Gerry Thompson on the left of your screen, facing off against Eric English on the right of your screen. I'm Ben Swartz, joined here in the booth by Ray Punzlan and Rashad Miller.
You can't target me.
Gerry is playing his version of the Caw deck. I don't know if he's got any blades in it. He wasn't playing any blades last weekend. And looks like Eric English is on a Deceiver Exarch deck, it looks like. Deceiver Exarch Splinter Twin type deck.
I approve.
You approve? So it looks like both players are keeping their hands. And Eric won the flip, so see how he starts things off.
And we just saw Adam Yurchik play this deck. He switched into a creature control deck. Some big creatures, just a blue-red control deck. Didn't work out so well for him.
Concession stand left over from the concession stand is still
Both of these players are undefeated.
Thank you. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Thank you.
And so Eric starts things off with a
another
ponder.
one. I might as well grab them all.
No,
man.
just
Go ahead, man. Might as well.
go to the stage up there. They've been working hard.
Yeah.
Cool.
This round of GG's Live brought to you by the Convention Center
Free pretzels.
the Convention Center concession stand who brought us free pretzel braids.
Keeping us nice and full. Wow, we got free pretzels and nothing changed. Perfect. It's like they waited for us.
Eric English is pondering. Looks like he's going to keep them and draws a mountain. Gerry plays Colonnade Go. And Eric English looks like he drew a Grim Lavamancer for his turn. It's going to crack Fetch, shuffling away that third card from Ponder.
I'll tell you one thing about pretzels. They're not the optimal commentator's snack of choice.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're perfect.
I don't know if it goes well with what we need to do here.
Better or worse than the Nature's Valley granola bars that I always used to choke on. You remember those bad boys?
Quality food on GG's Live. So on Gerry's turn 2, he doesn't have any Hawks. Passes the turn. Shrine gets a counter. Deceiver Exarch picked up by Eric.
Yeah, it was a turn 2 Shrine for Eric. Eric has a combo. It's a question of whether or not he wants to use it.
I think he's going to use it. He has 3 mana. He's going to just run it out there. Seems like other people have got a good chance to.
Gerry's a brave soul. He's just going to run out his Jace and say, you have it, you have it.
Eric doesn't have a third land, or fourth land rather.
But you play Deceiver, get another counter, then get another
looks for a mountain.
You go for it?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you obviously go for it. I think you have to assume that this is the best chance you're going to get. You're probably going to find yourself a mountain.
First
and what if you just attack Jace? There's a ponder. I think Eric has to crack that shrine here.
You have to. This was the plan.
Does he have it? He's going to slow roll it. 1, 2, boom!
There's the mountain. And Eric's going to win this game.
Splinter Twin.
Boom! Game 1, Eric English. 1 game away from going undefeated in game in last round, day 1. But before we start game 2, we'd like to thank our sponsors, GamingEtc.com. GamingEtc.com reminds you to always blame Kibler. Get your Gaming Etc. Get your Blame Kibler t-shirts, monster binders, and more at GamingEtc.com. You can join the fun on Facebook by typing tinyurl.com/BlameKibler. As always, you can save 10% off by using the GG's Live code. Thanks again, GamingEtc.com. In the booth.
I wanted to be Aaron Forsythe. If you have one chance that I could be Aaron Forsythe.
And really, it's Ben Swartz, Ray Punzlan, and the Rashad Miller, TRM.
Well, it's the Ben SW on Twitter.
I'm thinking about changing my Twitter name to Rod the Shad, so that when it's next to Ray the Stud, they Yeah, no, thumbs up. Rather shy.
Yeah, but then they read mine like Ray Da Stood. Ray Da Stood.
Your name's Ray Stood?
Yeah, there you go. Alright, still sideboarding.
You know, there are a couple of new players who are watching the stream, and they're a little bit confused at what the Splinter Twin combo does. Can you tell us what it does, Ben?
Yeah, sure. You play Deceiver Exarch.
What's that?
Deceiver Exarch is a 1/4 from New Phyrexia. When it comes into play, you may tap target permanent your opponent controls or untap target permanent you control. You then play Splinter Twin on it. Splinter Twin is an enchantment. It says, equip enchanted creature gains tap, create a copy of that creature, put it into play, it gains haste until end of turn. So you do is you put Splinter Twin on Deceiver Exarch, you tap Deceiver Exarch to make a copy of Deceiver Exarch. That copy comes into play with haste. Use that copy's ability, targeting the Deceiver Exarch with Splinter Twin, to untap it, and you repeat this as many times as you want, and you've got an army of untapped hasty Deceiver Exarchs.
So then you can attack for as much damage as you want.
Yep. So that's what Eric English did there. And instead of having Gerry Thompson ask him to go through the motions, creating a bajillion guys, he just scooped up his cards.
I mean, I'm all for the gazillion guys because I would make them represent those guys with some type of token. What type would it be? I don't know. Whatever is on hand.
Maybe a Rashad Miller token?
That would be awesome and ideal.
So that's how the combo works. But we saw last round Adam Hirchik was playing this combo deck and decided to sideboard out his combo for a more controlling deck against Callblade. I don't know if Eric English is on the same sort of tech, but that's definitely a possibility. I also know that some decks were starting as Pyromancer's Essential combo decks and switching into Deceiver Exarch combo decks.
What do you think about that Ray the Stud on Twitter?
There's a lot of salt on this pretzel.
Yeah. Look how much I knocked off.
Look how much there's still remaining on your pretzel.
What do you think about the combo decks, the decks in this format? You like Standard? You play it on a weekly basis at your F&M?
Not too often. It was fun to play Splitter Twin the first 2 weeks, and then in an F&M setting, you can't play it anymore because no one's having fun. And I don't want to go to F&M where everyone's like not enjoying themselves. Like, oh, I don't want to play that kid. So then I played Birthing Pod, and then that deck's not fun because I don't know. I just didn't enjoy Birthing Pod as much. But overall, I guess it's diverse at least. If you tried it to be, it's just in the tournament scene where it's a heavy claw blade. But if you go a lot of local scenes, they're usually a lot more diverse.
So play here begins with a Seacrum Coast and a Halimar Depths for the respective players.
Man, I'll tell you, this Splinter Twin deck has this one of Halimar Depths.
It always draws it every time we watch.
All the time. Man. I need to start playing Splinter Twin.
Yeah. Just so you can get the Halimar Depths, which isn't good because it's been actively bad because your opponent always has Tectonic Edge to get it. Yeah, I agree.
It's fine. Ooh, Torpor Orb.
Turn 2 Torpor Orb for Gerry. That will shut off the come into play abilities, the end of the battlefield abilities from Deceiver Exarch, which means that Eric English has to get rid of Torpor Orb before he wants to combo, if he wants to combo.
Now this is a situation where the transformational sideboard, which is where you use all 15 cards of your sideboard to create a new strategy, would actually be a benefit because now the Torpor Orbs would not be as effective. Yes, Rashad.
You're the greatest, Rashad.
Very, very true, Rashad.
There's a look like a mental misstep for Eric.
He also has Grim Lavamancers. He's playing Grim Lavamancers in his deck, which is another thing we've seen from these Splinter Twin decks as a way to kill Hawks as they become equipped. So you can, gain a tempo advantage and then hopefully untap and combo. I've also seen the Brave Soul try to Splinter Twin their Grim Lavamancer. Didn't work out as well. But
here's Grim Lavamancer.
That's going to get mental misstepped.
And it gets dispelled.
It's going to get dispelled. Gerry has another mental misstep. He's wondering if it's worthwhile to fight over it, and yes. Gerry decides to mental misstep it again. Looks like Eric English brought in Steel Sabotage.
Steel Sabotage? I know I see a negate in his hand.
Maybe end of turn he can bounce Torpor Orb with Steel Sabotage and then counter it back on its way down with negate.
I think Gerry is trying to resolve this preordained. Looks like both go to the bottom. He gets a Myriad Angel.
Plays Tectonic and says go. So let's see what Eric English has up his sleeve. No Deceiver Extract so far in his hand, I don't believe. Maybe he just drew it this turn.
Did he have a Splinter Twin in his hand already?
Nope.
So neither part of the combo in his hand.
I think right now he's... Oh, he has 2 Halimar Depths, okay?
Yes, he has lots of Halimar Depths.
So okay, that makes... I'm a little bit more... I'm less concerned about him.
Were you really
being
concerned?
Very, very lucky.
Yeah. Were you concerned in the first place?
Not really. But it makes more sense now.
Look at this mess I made. I don't even want the rest of that pretzel.
I know. You were trying to take 2 just for value.
You gotta get your value.
So we're waiting here for... Let's see what Eric decides to do now. He has a Scalding Tarn in hand.
Look at Gerry's beautiful frosted tips.
It was only a quick glance of Gerry.
Someone in the chat says that Eric English looks like Idra from StarCraft 2. I don't know if you all are familiar with the current StarCraft 2 professional gamers, but I can see the resemblance.
Do you play a lot of StarCraft 2 professionally or watch it?
I used to watch a lot. Don't watch as much anymore.
Why not? What happened?
Started GGing live. A little less time.
Okay. So Eric here is going to cast Spellskite. And pass the turn back to Gerry. Gerry is going to untap and draw a Glacial Fortress. He'll play that one, so he's not going to cast a Myriad Angel this turn. He's holding back like a Dismember and into the Royal. Before passing it back.
Scalding Tarn.
The other feature match is a bubble match between
Ben Stark
and Matt Marr.
Matt Marr is playing Callblade. I know that. Ben Stark is playing Valakut almost assuredly.
Ben Stark won a Grand Prix with... no, he didn't. He got second.
Yeah, Jason Ford won that Grand Prix.
Yeah, it was a mirror of sorts.
Jason Ford had blue in his deck, though.
Yeah.
So here Eric goes to his turn, draws a Mountain for his turn. He's still a little far away from the combo. I see a Deceiver Extract, but he still has to get rid of that Torpor Orb.
And get a Splinter Twin.
Yep. But he does have Steel Sabotage. And he's got Spellskite preemptively for that Dismember in Gerry's hand. So, you know, he's not too far away, but I think Gerry also has Into the Royal, so...
Yeah, a couple ways to deal with it.
Yep. So end of turn, Dismember is going to try to take out Spellskite.
I mean, it should. Isn't that what Spellskite is for?
Yeah, I mean, Gerry's just doing it now to conserve his mana so that on the turn that Eric wants to combo, he has as much mana available to him as possible.
Gerry just drew a Deprive for his turn.
That was a good draw. Another counter spell added to Gerry's hand will assuredly make his chances of winning this game higher, make the chances of Eric less likely to combo higher. So Eric runs out the Deceiver Extract, still no Splinter Twin in hand, and draws Grim Lavamancer. Yep.
That's one powerful one for... Maybe it isn't.
End of turn. Into the row with Kicker, targeting Grim Lavamancer.
It's kind of interesting.
Probably just let it resolve, right? Yep. That's what Eric does. And allows Gerry to draw a Mana Leak off of.
Yeah, I think Gerry just wanted to draw the card more than he was really concerned with the Grim Lavamancer. But it's nice to not have that guy in play on the other side of the battlefield.
Yep.
Gerry is at 15 life, mostly from his dismember.
It looks like Gerry's going to try playing that Amiri Angel this turn and playing a land, which will allot him 3 mana. So just enough mana to counter one thing. But Eric goes ahead and mana leaks it.
And Gerry doesn't fight just in case Eric has.
And he doesn't play.
And Splinter Twin is drawn for Eric.
So he
turn. And he's got a negate and Steel Sabotage in hand. So Eric can Steel Sabotage the Torpor Orb. If that gets deprived, then Eric counters it and then combos. If Gerry lets us resolve, then Eric combos and then tries to deprive. Gerry will try to deprive and then that'll get negated. So it looks like Eric's going to win this match and become the first player to be undefeated going into day 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Gerry.
Gerry lets resolve, and then Eric tries out Splinter Twin for size.
Does he just throw out a mana leak with it? Oh, he just threw down 2 cards.
And Gerry tries to mana leak, and Eric plays negate, and Eric wins the match 2-0 over Gerry Thompson, and proceeds to day 2 with a 9-0
cheering
record.
in the back. Congratulations to Eric English. Yeah.
Oh, that guy is loving that pen. People were in the chat with like, that guy's chewing on his pen.